What would you do if the very people who raised you became the ones holding you back? If following your dreams meant losing the love of your family, would you still chase them? In the heart of Ugweke, a small but proud Igbo village in southeastern Nigeria, a young woman sat on a wooden stool outside her mother's hut, staring at the horizon. Her name was Obianuju. And tonight, as the sun dipped into the thick palm trees, she felt the weight of a decision that would change her life forever. She had been raised to honor her family's tradition, to follow the path laid before her, one of marriage, motherhood, and servitude to culture. But deep in her heart, another fire burned. A dream, a calling, a future she had beyond the dusty paths of Ugweke. She had won a scholarship to study in Lagos. She had built a career, but tradition demanded she marry Chibuzo, a man she barely knew. Could she defy her father, Ezemmadu, the great chief of their people? Then her mother's voice broke through the night. Uju, your father wants to see you. And so, with a heart pounding like the talking drums of the village, Obianuju stepped into the fire of destiny. Inside the Obi, the family's ancestral meeting hut, Ezemmadu sat on his royal stool, his face as stern as the carved marks on the wall. Beside him stood Chibuzo, the man she was to marry. His presence filled the room with silent expectation. Obianuju, you are my pride, my first daughter, the Ada of the household. It is time for you to bring honor to our lineage. She bowed respectfully, then raised her eyes to meet his. Papa, I appreciate your guidance, but I have been given an opportunity to work in Lagos. This is my dream. Dream? Since when do women have dreams beyond their families? Uju, you don't need to stress yourself in Lagos. My family is ready. You will live comfortably, Chibuzo said. Her heart clenched. Comfort, was that all her words? She took a deep breath. Then she spoke the words that would change everything. Papa, I cannot marry Chibuzo. I want to work, to build something of my own. Then you are no longer my daughter. The words struck like a knife. Her mother gasped, stifling a sob. Obianuju felt her world shatter. She was no longer welcome in her own home. Lagos was nothing like Ugweke. It was loud, ruthless, and relentless. The city never slept. Its streets alive with hustlers, hawkers, and commuters pushing their way through life. Obianuju moved in with her university friend Amina, a vibrant Hausa woman working as a software engineer. Uju, you are one of the smartest people I know. You will be fine, said Amina. But nothing comes easy. Though she had a job offer, she had no experience living without the safety net of family. Rent was high, traffic was insane, and loneliness got at her, but she persevered. At work, she excelled, impressing her boss with her dedication and brilliance. She earned her first paycheck and sent a portion back home, though her father refused to acknowledge it. Only her mother sent a whispered thank you through her younger brother. One evening, after an exhausting day, Obianuju received a call that changed everything. Her mother's voice was frantic. Uju, come home. Your father has fallen ill. When she arrived in Ugweke, the house felt different. The once mighty Ezemmadu lay on his bed, weak. His pride had faded, replaced by regret. Obianuju. Tears filled her eyes as she knelt beside him. Papa, I'm here. Ezemmadu struggling to speak, he called out, Obianuju. Tears filled her eyes as she knelt beside him. Obianuju whispered, Papa, I am here. He struggled to speak. I was wrong. I thought I was protecting you, but I was only protecting my own fears. Forgive me. Tears streamed down her face. I already have, Obianuju said softly. A week later, he passed on, and the village mourned a great leader. As Obianuju expanded her family's palm oil business, she met Toby Adewale, a supply chain expert. Unlike others, he saw her ambition as an asset, not a threat. "You run your own company, that's impressive," Toby said, admiring. Their love grew over shared vision and mutual respect. He encouraged her, stood by her side, and helped her navigate business challenges. 2 years later, they married in a beautiful ceremony that blended Igbo and Yoruba traditions. She had not only found love, she had found a partner who valued her dreams. Standing before a gathering of young women in Uweke, Obianuju smiled. Obianuju stayed confident and inspiring. "Our traditions are our strength, but they should never be our prison. We must honor them while building our own future." Women cheered. She had bridged the past and the future, proving that a woman could have both ambition and tradition, love and success, because culture should not be a cage, but a foundation upon which we build our future. And so, the girl who once had to choose between tradition and dreams became the woman who meshed them both.